Hello everybody and welcome! My name is Offsummer and this is Seapolis. And as you can see, we're still living underwater, which is good, I guess. Now before the start of this episode, I would like to thank you and every single one of you for all your comments, your wonderful feedback, or just you. It really makes my day whenever I see one of your comments. Really. So, here's for all of you. Hi Nancy. Hi Joe Crust. Hi Kick. And Andy, are you still watching my videos? Anywho, I hope you're ready because, yeah, big changes coming up today. Big changes. Anywho, I'll see you in a second. Oh, and don't forget to check out my Discord. It's down there in the description. Can't really miss it. Some things happened while I was not on the server. For instance, my energy dropped to 0, and not even my system was working. Nada, nothing, niente, no energy at all whatsoever. Also, as you'll see in a second, we had no iron, which again, big problem. However, even before planning all these, I can tell you that we need to do something about our ores and our energy. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. 277 ingots. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Well, since we're short on, well, iron specifically, let's do something. Okay, I am going to interrupt this. And just by doing so, I'm now just basically storing the chunks. Which is good, because this is what we're gonna need in order to multiply these 4 times. There's a whole question here if you want to follow that. Purification chamber, the start of 3 times ore processing. Yeah, not bad. But we're gonna go for the chemical injector chamber, which is, yeah, 4 times ore processing. And I'm just saying here, this is the first time I'm going to do this in 1.16.5. So that's exciting. If you remember, we made these evaporation towers, and they are indeed still producing lithium. Well, not actually, because it's completely full, and that means probably my storage system is completely full of that as well. But that's okay, because that's in the drawers. So, we still have a lot of brine to spare, and I'm using that brine, once again, using a rotary condensator. I'm turning that into the gaseous brine, I think. Yeah. And then I'm turning that into salt, which again goes to this ender chest over here. And then from the ender chest to a slave ends in this place over here. Now, why is salt a thing? Well, basically, we're gonna need to make hydrogen chloride. And there are 2 ways of doing these. We can turn 1 piece of salt into 2 millibuckets of hydrogen chloride, which now that I think of it, it's not too great, really. Because here's the thing, salt takes 15 millibuckets. But if we were to make chlorine, aside, just from brine, 10 millibuckets equals to 1. And although these may not be better, I think it's gonna be faster. Yeah, because even with all the upgrades, that thing is slow. Oh, and of course, if you have a look at the quests, they tell you. It requires hydrogen chloride or a lot of salt. We could have both. But nah, let's make a few electrolytic separators then. Oh, these things are very cheap. So let's then interrupt this system over here. Sodium, I don't think we want to do anything with these, really. Nah, we're gonna dump all the excess. Chlorine, however, if this is a liquid, and I really hope it is, let's set due to a new channel. And now if I put these, oh, that's going to be problematic, somewhat. What if I set these to, I can't send these to anything else apart from that, so what if I say That can only be an output. Don't you tell me that thing is in the back. Oh, it probably is. Oh wait, is this a gas? It is a gas. Oh, okay. That makes these a bit easier and cleaner. If I now were to put this here, that is already working. Nice. And I'm gonna probably change these. So you're gonna be there. Then you're gonna sit there. Okay, from here now, can I just put that over there and say fluids output? It works. Beautiful. Excellent. And that should keep on working endlessly. Forever and ever. Really. And, you know, while I think about when that's going to sit, I'm just going to put this over here. That over there and auto output. Thank you. That's gonna give us a sweet backlog. Yeah, that should be fine for now. Okay, scratch that last part. Since we now can, let's automate quantum entangle porters and let's use that. Because yeah, I'm able to transfer these around, but I'm waiting for the condensator to work up there, and then I would need to set up another one just to turn these into the gaseous form. So yeah, no, let's get a few quantum entangle porters. 4, just for the fun of it. Oh, and I'm also want to get a teleportation core, an extra one, because I think it's a quest. Yep, it was. Alright, now in this quantum entangle porter, we're gonna set a new channel. We're gonna call this chlorine. We're gonna say this is private. And that should be it, right? Now we're gonna set fluids. Let's disable all of these. Gases, however, this one particularly, we're gonna set everything to input. Okay, let's take this back up here. And then, can I just remove you and have you here? Set to chlorine, and hey, it is also getting a little bit of power, but that's okay. Now then, I'm going to get 3 water condensators. These are from Industrial Foregoing, and this is just so I can make one of these sinks. Nice. Now for the setup. We are going to need a purification chamber. Something like this. Hey! We are also going to need a chemical injector. Oh, and we're going to need to make yet another one of these. Ha! No biggie. Ta-da! Let's then come over here and... yeah, I think this is all just gonna go. And you know what? Just for the time being, I'm also going to get rid of you. Alright, from the beginning, we are going to need a sink. We are going to need some hydrogen. Now the way we're gonna get that hydrogen is by doing something like this. Okay, yep, that works. Now check the colors. You have blue for hydrogen and cyan for oxygen. Then instead of output 1, we want output 2 to the left. Let's also do something like this for now. Let's actually raise the whole thing 1 block up. And then let's power them up from the bottom. Just because. And since we're not going to do anything with oxygen, let's just damp everything. Yeah, we don't really care. Now again, to make hydrogen chloride, we're gonna need this hydrogen and some chlorine in a chemical infuser. And that's this machine over here. So I guess I can just put this one here. And oops, did I forget to set the auto eject? No, it is on. That's odd. Oh, my bad. Output 1. Yay, now it's working. Now here on the right, we are going to put our quantum entangle porter We're gonna set these to the chlorine channel. And if we set it to gases, we're gonna say to the right, that's gonna be an output. And I want you to auto eject. Hey, look at that! Hydrogen chloride is being made. Awesome! And you know, same as always, energy upgrades and speed upgrades. Now we need a way to move our hydrogen chloride from here, here. And you know what? We made these gas pipes, we never used them. Let's do something like that. That should work, right? Extract from there, and yep. Definitely working. And let's upgrade these. So first the basic. Advanced, Elite, and Ultimate. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the one that should actually take these gas upgrades, right? It does. Nice. That makes it so it just uses less hydrogen chloride, which is great, really. And same as always, let's stack it with the rest of the upgrades, energy and speed. Now, what is it that we do with this injecting factory? Well, in theory, if I were to take... Where is the iron? These. Should I do something like... Ha! Yay, look at that. That is turning into the shards. Now, these shards are going to go through our purification chamber with some oxygen, which probably means we do need that oxygen from here. Dang it. That sucks. But you know what? We made 4 of these quantum entangled porters. Let's be stupid about them. So if I put you here, so I'm gonna go on private, I'm gonna say hydro, chlor, that's fine. And if I do these, only the backside should be an input. And it is getting chloride. So one more time. If I put this one over here, set it to these. Now go to gases. And you are going to output to the right. And nothing on the rest. Auto eject on. That is working. Yep, it is definitely working. And it's gonna have a nice backlog in there. Awesome. So then I'm wondering, can I just put you here? Yep, that should be fine. I'm gonna say you're gonna input from the left. And from the front, you're going to input purple? Yeah, I think that's purple. Okay then. Let's change these to damping excess. And this is not connecting here. Why is that? Output 2, cyan. Okay, that is working now. Extract from there. Insert over here. It works. Nice. It's gonna look very ugly. You can probably already tell. But yeah. At least it's going to work, I think. And then again, energy, gas, and speed upgrade. Oh, and you know what? This is a problem now. Let's do something about that. Now that's okay. And let's change these from idle to dumping excess, since we are now using both of them. So that means it's going to be working at all times, but yeah, that's not going to be a problem at all. So now side config, we're going to say, yep, auto eject on, auto sort on, and we'll look at that. Is oxygen going to be a problem? Yeah, I don't think I needed to put any upgrades in this line. And it should be fine. Now from iron clamps, we're gonna need a crusher. And then we're gonna set these to what? Output to the right. Yep, and auto eject. Auto sort. And yeah, from here it's pretty much going to be exactly what you're expecting. An enrichment chamber. And once again, auto eject. Auto sort. And another one of these energized smelters thingies. And yeah, I know we're gonna close that door, but I'll move it somewhere else. And that should be fine. Auto eject on. Auto sort. And I guess from here, back to the system. And we're definitely need upgrades for this one. Is that working? It is. Nice. So I guess all there's left to do is change these just a little bit. We do want these coming out of it, but we no longer need any of these other ones. So let's just delete them. I'm gonna try to still go ahead and use mechanism. Maybe if I swap these, which is the basic logistical transporter, to the ultimate logistical transporter, will that be any faster? Let's first disable you. And let's say from the top, yep, you're gonna be an input. Let's pull the lever on. And oh my god, that is fast. Okay, yeah, no, that's gonna be fast enough for me. Definitely. And everything should work as intended. Well, this is going to happen now, since we have a backlog of ores. But I don't think that's going to be something to worry about, really, at all. Yeah, no, look at that. That's working perfectly fine. And I'm going to remove those two pieces just because it looks a bit cleaner. But it is what it is. Or a quadruplane. Or whatever.
3 hours later.
Now we have a big problem here. Although these machines have been working perfectly, as you can see, oh wow! So we now have 11,000 iron ingots. So yeah, it's been working wonderfully. The problem is, if I leave these connected, this is gonna drain all my power. This is consuming more than, you know, the energy I'm producing. Which means our giant battery over here is back to being almost empty. Well, we do have a little bit of energy now because I disconnected that, but everything was shut down. No energy coming to the system, or, well, since you can't really prioritize where the energy is coming, nothing was getting here, and that means, yeah, nothing was working. So, let's improve our power generation, shall we? Now, before I complete this structure here, I disconnected the uranium from here, and I'm gonna wait for all of it to get consumed, which is gonna take a while, but it's not gonna be too bad. The reason being, if I were to remove the reactor controller now, everything that's in here will be lost. So yeah, let's just wait a little bit. Just a little bit. And just so you remember, with this current setup, we're producing over 11,000. Almost 11,500.
2,000 years later.
No! After just finishing this structure, it looks like platinum, or at least these platinum blocks, are not compatible. Which is to be expected, really. And since there is no other variant of this block, I guess we'll just have to do with diamonds. Oh well. And fun fact, we only have 2 more stacks of blocks of diamonds. Ugh, spooky. And I guess the moment of truth. Are you going to form now? I don't know. Did it? Machine is too small? What? Very weird. Because apparently it doesn't really need to be a cube. Because this works, this forms, but this doesn't. Don't you tell me I'm missing a block somewhere somehow. Or a block in here is different. Am I gonna have to rebuild these? That is certainly annoying, not gonna lie. And just because, let's change the setup just a little bit. In theory, these should produce more RFs than we're currently producing. So that's a thing. Okay, now let's see. Will I have enough blocks to fill these out? Okay, I definitely have enough for those. What about the diamonds? Just enough. Okay. Now every single block is covered now. I'm just gonna put these back again. And I guess just bring it over. Okay, now will you work? No. What the hell? Yep, nope, I have no idea what's going on. Is this because this is connected? Yeah, it's not really connected. It must be at least one block in the C dimension. I added this one in the C dimension. Yeah, this doesn't work. You are a bit stupid, you know? Wait a minute. I changed a little something. This reactor is now one block shorter, or narrower, whatever your perspective is. This reactor was going one block in that direction, which was cutting its side. Will this change anything? I don't know, maybe not. I think it did. It did! Okay, so now you know. Don't make it so it crosses borders. That's bad. And why are you... What? Are you producing any power? You are, passively. That's very weird. And now it's gone. Okay. There you go. That should turn these on. And it is on. And it is producing power. And I don't know how, but it is. Let's set these up. I saved a few uranium blocks in here. And one stack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and something. How much power is this producing? Well, it gets really hot. And that being the case, that means this is very inefficient. Yeah, very inefficient. Indeed. How much power are you producing? 70,000. Okay. You know, that's a big change. But it is also consuming 3 buckets of uranium a tick. Ugh. That's bad. That is really bad. I changed these just a little bit, just so the fuel rods are not connected to the faces or to the glass reactor. And that being the case, I guess active below 90, save, that's correct. Set from signal, okay. So it looks like it is a lot more efficient, but still, wow, that's a lot of uranium. Anywho, let's reconnect you and you. So we'll have an exporter here with what? Uranium blocks, why not? And then an importer here just for the... It's gonna be set to outlet. Just so we get the cyanide. Yeah, and that should be perfectly fine. Is it still working? Yes. I mean, it's whatever. And we have 111 blocks. Now, what's more important here is I can finally connect these back Offsummer out. And slowly but surely, look at that. Ores galore. And that's great, because we apparently had so many of these chunks laying around. Ah. Yep. Everything's working great now. Now I know this is charging a lot of machines that didn't have any power, but this is a bit concerning, because the output is almost equal to the input. And we just made these, which was supposed to be a huge improvement. I don't know. I might need to make these bigger. Why is this taking so much power? That's like consuming literally all our resources. All our power is coming into here. 3,000, 7,000, 81,000, 1,000, 1,000. 40,000? What? Alright, let me just change the setup a little bit. These needs to change in... just so, you know, this machine doesn't drain all our power.
A few inches later.
Alright, so what is it that I did in the end? Well, I changed these from being just one electrolytic separator feeding both of these, which means, you know, dumping excess in both of them all the time. And that meant 40,000 RF per tick, which is not ideal. So what I did is I have one specifically for the oxygen production and another one just for the hydrogen. And yeah, that's working out great. I think the biggest peak I've seen so far was like 8,000 RF per tick. So yeah, we're golden. Speaking about that, how is our power situation going? Yeah, it's still going up. Great. So I'll tell you what. We'll end this episode right here. We've been through so much troubleshooting. But hey, I think in the end, it was totally worth it, wasn't it? Look at that, 25,000 ingots. Yep, definitely worth it. So same as always, thank you very much for watching the video. If you like it, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!